Day 12, cardiovascular and pulmonary function. It's a lot to say. We're basically talking about your cardio, your heart, your vascular, all your veins and your arteries, and then our pulmonary, our breathing. We want to keep that in check. Last time we talked about keeping fluid and mobile. We talked about the next day strength and where our standards are. So this day, let's talk about our endurance, our cardiovascular. Really is strength, agility, and endurance. Our endurance is going to be hugely correlated with stroke and heart attack, which are number one killers. So we want to keep that in check. I highly recommend have a standard, just like your strength standard. If there's, and I recommend, beginner, it might be your mile time, how fast you can get a good walk or whatnot. The average person is going to be your 5K time. You can do 10K and go beyond, but what is your 5K time? How are you doing with that? We can talk about running gait another time, but what is that general time? We can go and get a VO2 max, go do it. But in general, for the practical, if you just keep a track of what your time is, and don't kill yourself, you can actually hurt your vascular system by trying to grind for some number when you have not been keeping up with that. So when you're feeling good, what is your general cardiovascular time? Is there a standard where you feel like, you know what, I'm getting a little out of breath out of the stairs and I need to do this, or I've never pushed into it. I've never got my 5K, my 10K time. Go do a marathon, but that's a little bit on the excess for just general cardiovascular functioning. So we've got the standard we set a standard. Beyond that, pulmonary, do you know how to breathe? Do you know how your diaphragm versus your chest versus your lateral and back breathing? Can you breathe out of different areas of your lung? Are you aware? Just like your posture, kind of knowing, oh, I'm a little bit forward. Do you know that, hey, I have a shortness of breath and I can feel it, and now I'm going to and be able to just let your breath go. Can you control it? Can you feel it? If not, highly recommend take some yoga classes. I've got one or two pranayama features. Go on YouTube. There's lots of things. I'll teach you more breathing techniques, but I want you to get in touch. Do some exercises so that on the daily, you just know how to breathe. I love it now. If I'm going through some smoke or something, I'll just shut off my breath. I can do work without breathing, and I'll take breaths in between. I can see breath, okay? So pulmonary function, cardiovascular, set some standards, and I look forward to tomorrow. God willing.